Neuroscience is such a vast topic, but I would want you to elaborate more that how it's, I'm sure everybody knows that it's the study of brain, but how do you help it and what is it in a broader perspective?
Neuroscience, as you rightly mentioned, it's a very vast subject altogether. Just tell you in short, neuro plus science. So neuro are the cells in our brain, and science, physics, chemistry, biology.
Right.
So combining the strategies of physics, the measurements, the chemical bonds, the chemical, in movies also we have chemical locha.
Yes, absolutely.
So, and biology, there are a lot of terminologies which are being not regularly used, but needs to be remembered and recalled for a long period of time.
Right.
So how to combine all those things into strategies, into tools by using system, by certain techniques. I might do copyright techniques.
Okay.
So how to combine those and recall a lot of information by using certain skill sets.
Okay.
So this is what we do in neuroscience.
Neuroscience. Great, great. And okay, so how does this work in neuroscience and cognitive abilities here now? Because when you're talking about recalling and you're talking about how to remembering things, right? So I'm guessing there's some kind of interconnection between the neuroscience and the cognitive abilities that we currently possess.
Yes.
I mean, some people use it at the highest peak and some people are still learning to how to use it.
True.
So how are they interrelated and how does it work together?
See, memory is a very short part, but very important part. We have to remember things at the right time, at the right place. So connecting memory, there are a lot of aspects connecting with memory. Your decision making, your thinking skills, your strategies, your analyzing abilities, your logical reasoning, your creativity. So all these combine together and connect with memory. It plays a very crucial role in any decision making process.
Okay.
Because for a student, he has to decide what to read, what not to read, how to grasp the information, and how to recall at the final during the examinations. So all these things combined together, how you can strategize your thought process, your connections with the neurons. There are different lobes.
Right.
As we have different departments, there are different lobes. So each part of our brain is connected with the different lobes, and how effectively you can use that lobes, that really makes a matter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I really enjoyed the fact that the way you explained it. But what about the fact that, you said that कि अपन पढ़ाई करते हैं सारा, we are studying so much, remembering the right things at the right time. But it happens where you want to remember something, like remembering a name of a movie, right? And then at that time when you want to, you know it, but you cannot remember it. So how does that work, right? And especially with the student, like, लोगों को पता है stress इतना रहता है. They're like studying, रट्टा मार. But then at the end of the day, what happens is like when जब भी उन लोग पहुंचते हैं and in the examination center, they know the answer, but they keep forgetting it. That's so somehow the stress part is a bit of a involvement in there. How is that ability, and how can one conquer over that particular part?
Okay, wonderful question. See, now what happens when the neurons are connected, they are interconnected. There are 100 billion neurons.
Wow.
And we hardly use all of them.
Okay.
The reason behind it, Albert Einstein was asked that how much percentage do you use? And the answer was roughly some 5 to 10%. And then we ask ourselves, the scientists are using 5-10, how much we are using?
Right.
So I put a disclaimer over here. This is my answer. We use 100% of what we know.
What we know.
There are many things. There are very small things which we know, and the universe is filled of lot of information and learnings. So combining what we know, we use completely what we know. So our neurons are still in a mode wherein they are ready to grasp the information, provided we give them some information.
Right.
We give them that knowledge base. We give them that resources. So as we start progressing, as we learn, as we read, as we hear, as we feel and connect with people, there are a lot of learnings which are happening.
Okay.
Now in this learning process, everything is stored in the memory.
Okay.
We have a subconscious brain which is registering all the information. The conscious brain filters the information. I'm consciously talking with you. There are a lot of things around over here. Consciously I can see them, but I'm not registering them.
Right.
So whatever you register, that goes into it, it filters down the line, and then it moves forward. And answering your question, there are sometimes we forget that information.
Right.
That information is still there. Sometimes we become blank because of stress,
right,
because of anxiety, because of fear of unknown. What will happen if I don't clear this exam? What will happen? What will my parents say, or my teacher? The stress which is there, the pressure cooker which is there,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is building up.
Yeah, just right here.
So I appeal to all the parents: don't put a pressure cooker, put it on the gas, don't put it on a child.
Absolutely.
It's meant for that.